Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. This is Tina with Life in the Piedmont. It feels good to be back in the kitchen. I've been out in my garden a lot and kind of been showing you that. And I felt like, hey, I really need to get a kitchen one done. So I have been thinking about meals, easy things to make to help you get maybe a little bit more creative in the kitchen, or just maybe a very simple dish that you can make that doesn't take a lot of time and you're just not sure exactly how to go about doing it, and I wanted to bring you along. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. If you've been around a while, thanks for continuing to stick with me on my journey. On my channel, you will find me doing a lot of cooking and baking from scratch, as well as preserving food, whether I'm freezing it, dehydrating it, or canning it for our pantry. And also I will be doing dehydration videos as the crops and stuff start coming in. So I wanted to bring you along for this. Tonight for dinner, I am going to be making some pasta, and I had pulled out some ground beef, and I thought, I could just do like a meat sauce, but what I've decided to do is go ahead and bring you along. We're going to make some meatballs together, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Meatballs are a really easy side dish, a main meal dish that you can make. And regardless of how you use the meatballs, there's often times where I'll just make meatballs in a nice salad, and that will be our supper, and eliminate the pasta. Or you can make meatball subs, or again, you can put them in your pasta. There's a lot of, and they're really easy to make. So if you're new to cooking and you're just not sure where to begin, hopefully you can learn something off of this video that I'm gonna do, and you can follow along with me as we make meatballs. So I'm gonna bring you down here, and maybe just in just a little bit, right? And I have 1 egg. I have about a pound of ground beef that we're gonna use. And I have my baking dish. I have some salt, onion, parsley, and garlic powder, and those are the seasonings that I'm going to use. You can use pepper, you can use oregano, you can use whatever you want, but this is going to go in my sauce, and so it's going to be really tasty in the pasta sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make sure your hands are clean. Pop that out. And really, the best way to do this is just get in here. You don't want to overwork the meatloaf because it does change the texture of it, the ground beef. And we're going to put in 1 egg. I don't have any true measurements because I do tend to measure with my heart. So this is garlic powder. So we're going to put some garlic powder because I love garlic powder. Maybe a teaspoon or so of salt. Use what you want to use, no big deal. Some salt. I'm also going to add in some onion powder that I have here. If I can get that. I don't know, maybe about another teaspoon or so of onion powder. And then I have my parsley in that I dehydrated last year. And I need to start using this up. And we're just gonna sprinkle some in here. And we are gonna mix it together. We're gonna get that egg broken up. Get that in there really well. Now, you can use breadcrumbs in here, but today I've opted out on using breadcrumbs for a couple of different reasons. I'm trying to, and with needing to, you know, trying to stay away from some of the gluten that I'm supposed to not be eating. And I don't have any other things to make in here. I don't have any crackers that are gluten-free or anything that I can put in here. So, and that's okay. It's still gonna work out the same, so don't think that you, but if I was making this traditionally, I would put the breadcrumbs in here, but I'm just not going to do it because I have another person who cannot have gluten-free, that is gluten-free, that's coming for supper tonight. made 13, if I'm not mistaken. We got 13 done. Can't get any better than that. That was easy. That took me literally less than 5 minutes to throw dinner together. Part of dinner, I should say. So I am gonna go ahead and get these in the oven, and I'm gonna bake these at 350, probably for about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I'll check them at 20-25 minutes until they're completely done. So let's go get these in the oven. Let's get these meatballs out of the oven. They are ready. Can't wait to show you what they look like. Let me shut the oven door because I have a dog that's running around. All right, friends, there you have it. They're my meatballs, and I'm gonna show you what dinner looks like in just a little bit. So I'm gonna just let them sit here, and they'll continue cooking as soon as I wrap them up with some foil, and they'll continue cooking, and I will show you our supper tonight. All right, my friends, I am back, and we are gonna get this supper put together and get things done here. I got my pot of water on. I got my sauce over here heating up. We're gonna put that down here. Just kind of on low, let it continue to simmer. And I am gonna grab a spoon and start putting in some of the meatballs. They really came out nice. They really did. Most times I usually fry these on the pan, but I decided not to do that today. There we go. And I'll leave those 4 out plain because not everybody likes the red sauce in my house. So we'll just let those go. And during the meantime, I wanted to show you the pasta that I use. It is a chickpea pasta. It makes it gluten-free. It's a penne. It's actually really, really good. So if you haven't tried this kind, you might want to try it. You can pick this up at Aldi, and I know Trader Joe's also makes one if you have a Trader Joe's in your area. And then I got some, I had this in the freezer. It's a cheddar cheese bread that I found. And I'm gonna pull a couple slices out for people who want to eat this. I mean, it will be just me and my husband right now, but then my son will come home. So he's able to eat that. I'm really trying to pay attention to the gluten that I eat, So this is a cheddar cheese bread. It's absolutely delicious. We've had it before. And I'm gonna prepare that to go along with our side. We'll get some butter together. As you can see, the pasta is going to be done in just a little bit. It's not much longer left. So I'm going to get the bread buttered up and get that going. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my cast iron griddle for the bread. We are just going to butter it up, keeping it easy as possible tonight. Get some butter. This will melt in the oven. I preheated the oven to about 450 while the rest of the pasta cooks. And then I will sprinkle some Parmesan cheese, just like so, on each piece and get that toasted up. All right, pasta is officially done. Let's get this plated up. What I think I'm going to do is get the meatballs. As you can see there they are. I'm going to put that on top. Mm. And then we'll get some sauce and drizzle here. Sprinkle it with some Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna top it with some oregano. A little garnish of oregano on top of that. And there you have it, a really easy meal. Perfect. The perfect easy meal that you can bake anytime, anywhere. I want to try this with you. Let's give this a good taste test together. Got it here. How beautiful. Let me show you what the inside of the meatball looks like. It's just perfect. Perfect. Let me get some pasta. There we go. Here we go. Mmm. That's yummy. Mm-hmm. And there you have it, friends. A really easy meal to pull together. You can't go wrong with making the meatballs ahead of time. It's great. And thanks again for joining me. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.